Trump promised NRA members he'd have their back. But when Second Amendment rights came under attack, Trump abandoned us and stood with liberal Democrats.
Our side. You guys, half of you are so afraid of the NRA. We have to fight them every once in a while. That's okay.
Some of you people are petrified of the NRA. You can't be petrified. They have great power over you people. They have less power over me. I don't need it. What do I need?
That is why I have called for red flag laws.
Trump cut and run like a coward. Trump, the gun grabber, doesn't deserve a second chance.
Trump, the gun grabber. Who is this from? Some Never Back Down PAC, a super PAC associated, at least supporting Ron DeSantis right now. And they are sick and tired of these attack ads coming from Trump, or all these names getting tossed around and all of this unresponsive attack. So here's one, and talking about how Trump is a gun grabber. Oddly, this was shown just before Trump took the stage at the NRA for that event where he was saying ridiculous things on stage to pander to the audience. So the fight is absolutely on, but their approach now is who's better for giving people more guns. I'm not lying to you. These are probably some of the top, potentially, because Ron DeSantis hasn't announced, the two top names for the Republican ticket here for president. And they're fighting over who's willing to provide more guns to society, as literally every day there's multiple people killed indiscriminately for horrific reasons over and over and over again. And this political party is talking about who's better at making the problem worse. And this is their positive approach to their promotion. Either way, this is Trump's partner because, as I said, he took the stage at the NRA convention there, or the Leadership Forum. Same damn thing as far as I'm concerned. And he was talking about all the dangerous people and the reasons why we need these damn guns.
The first duty of government is to protect its citizens. As an example, when you see these gangs of hundreds of young, usually young people, go and attack an department store in San Francisco and Los Angeles and Chicago, and they run in by the hundreds and they're running out carrying refrigerators.
They were not carrying refrigerators, the air conditioning units. They're carrying anything that's as huge as possible. All these young youths running up and they're pulling out refrigerators. Where are they putting these refrigerators afterwards? Is it some black market on well, I can't even think of the names. I was going to say Black & Decker. That's not even a refrigerator brand. But they're going to go and sell these, chop them up, put them in chop shops. It doesn't have to make any sense as long as he's putting these images in folks' heads of these dangerous youths running up in these stores and stealing appliances. Again, this is part of the process. More guns in everyone's hands, more fear in their brains, trigger-happy citizenry that they stay absolutely the hell away from. Donald Trump did respond to this whole ad that Super PAC did put out, though, and this is what he said. Nobody's been stronger. Again, think about the climate right now with all these shootings. Nobody's been stronger for the Second Amendment than President Donald Trump. And yet, Ron DeSantis took an advertisement this weekend saying, of all things, I was in agreement with crazy Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. Not. Is it 1993? Wow, that's like Democrat disinformation, he says. This weekend at the NRA convention in Indianapolis, I had by far the biggest crowd and got, not even close, the most enthusiastic ovations. I was there in person, and he pointed out that Ron didn't even show up to promote how much he likes people to get shot in this country. Also, his spokesperson brought up the Social Security angle that they've been going after Ron DeSantis on as well, which, by the way, all these Republicans have promoted pushing back Social Security, raising the age, making sure fewer folks have access to it. It's a party line thing, but they're trying to find some small divisions. Weird, after they were yelling at President Biden for pointing this out, now they're all fighting about how they all actually said these things. If you follow and pay attention, you'll understand the pattern here. But still, so we've got Ron DeSantis folks backing him, pushing these ads, but they've got one more. So keep in mind the attack ad nature of that one with guns. And think about this one, where these folks don't want the attacks to continue. Watch.
Donald Trump is being attacked by a Democrat prosecutor in New York. So why is he spending millions attacking the Republican governor of Florida? Trump's stealing pages from the Biden-Pelosi playbook, repeating lies about Social Security. Here's the truth from Governor Ron DeSantis.
We're not going to mess with Social Security as Republicans.
What did Trump say?
Entitlements ever be on your plate?
At some point they will be. We will take a look at that.
Trump should fight Democrats, not lie about Governor DeSantis. What happened to Donald Trump? Never Back Down Inc. is responsible for the contents of this ad.
Again, never back down Inc. responsible for this advertisement, Jess. So yeah, so this is the plan now. Obviously, the super PAC backing of many of these candidates is always, you can't say it's from them, but you can say it's from this particular super PAC. But the messaging is definitely out there.
Yeah, and I think the PAC has this reverse influence over what the candidate ends up doing, because DeSantis for a while was trying to run on the same kind of populism that Trump ran on. But now he's reeling that back again. And it seems with these ads, the platform has become DeSantis is to the right of Donald Trump. That's very dangerous. But people, when they voted for Donald Trump, were voting for populism mixed with fascism. To the right of that is just fascism. That's what we're left with. Let's keep in mind that it was Eric Trump who got confirmation from Kevin McCarthy that they wouldn't be touching Social Security and Medicaid. Now, and Medicare, rather. I think Donald Trump probably, when he talked about entitlements, was probably talking about things like Medicaid, things that we offer to people who are lower income, because their base really values having a solid retirement. Eric Trump getting that confirmation, I think we would see DeSantis run on something a little bit different. If his PAC is pushing for this and his base likes the message that DeSantis is to the right of Trump, that's exactly the candidate we're going to get. And I think DeSantis is quite smart. So he would actually be capable of implementing an agenda in a way that Donald Trump was not. And he can speak in more coherent thoughts than I think Trump can. That would be dangerous in the debates as well. You have Donald Trump saying things like, people are carrying refrigerators out of stores. Are these people, do they have super strength? Did the vaccines give them super strength? Now we have supersized crime in America thanks to Mick Biden. The only thing Donald Trump likes supersized is his fries. And that's what I think he'll run on. And then DeSantis running on Make America Florida again.
Do they still have supersized? I feel like they took that away. I feel like I haven't seen that. I haven't been around as much, but still, so exactly. So this is the fight now that they're having over which one of them is the bigger a-hole when it comes to this whole thing. I just want to point out one more thing. From the beginning of that very first ad, when they were coming after Trump for his lack of commitment to the Second Amendment, he said the Second Amendment rights are under attack by these dirty Dems. Somehow the Second Amendment rights have been under attack by these Democrats since forever. And I'm really, really curious as to when it's finally going to land. Or maybe it'll land with these idiots in their brains to when they see for the past however many 3 decades, the Democrats are coming for your guns. Man, the Democrats must be really slow at these types of things. So you might as well just forget about it. They keep coming for your guns, but they never get very close because the guns keep coming into our society. They grow, and everyone has 105 of them in their shed before they shoot someone because they just can't wait because their itchy fingers are ready. When are these Democrats going to come for the guns? When are the guns going to start getting confiscated? When is someone finally going to show up at your house and they're going to take it from your cold, dead hands? Because that's the slogan. When is that finally going to happen? It hasn't happened yet. It's almost like they're using it to screw you over a little bit more. Over and over and over and over and over again.
I'm glad you circled back to that ad, because what was said in the ad that seemed so damning that they have the haunted music over it and they put it in the scary black and white? Donald Trump said the NRA doesn't have power over me, but has power over you guys. Is that a bad thing? Like, should the NRA have power over our president? Is your message the NRA should have power over you? They should have the say. Sure. The other thing that Donald Trump said was, we got red flag laws passed. Those are very popular, red flag laws. If someone's having a mental health crisis, do you want them to have a gun? That's very unpopular.
Well, that's what they end on. It's like, it's a mental health problem. And then you go, okay, so how are you going to fix it? It's a mental health problem. Give them guns. Their answer is give a good guy with another gun, because all the good guys already have guns.